Greetings, Internet denizens. This is Sapphire Casades on broadcast for Gassed Up Geeks. Now, we're all off on holidays this week. Paul's drying out somewhere south of Glasgow. Josh is off in the Himalayas at some foot fetish Zen Buddhist retreat. And I'm just back from my annual court-mandated psych hold. So, unfortunately, we're all a little busy. Some a little more than others, maybe. We don't have an episode this week. I know. Sorry. We didn't have time. But instead, we've compiled a list of some of our favorite clips from this year for you to take a look at, and hope you enjoy them. We should be back next week with a new episode, so until then, game long and prosper.
During these little adventures at the pubs, we realized that we always end up talking about geeky stuff, and we decided, you know what? Let's start filming it, because we have a lot of fun, because we're all incredibly weird. Mainly me.
I'm the same one.
That's not saying much.
Not a whole lot.
They did something similar with Brendan Gleeson's character in Braveheart at the very beginning. You know, some will call me a liar, but history is written by those who have hanged heroes. My apologies for anyone out there of a Scottish descent that I butchered the accent.
You idiot.
Please feel free to kill me, Paul.
Oh, it's going to happen, lad. It's fucking well going to happen.
I think we're going to experience some technical difficulties soon.
But I actually thought that was one of the more unique things that they did.
I'm sorry, but I'm still thinking about that Scottish accent you did. Ladies and gentlemen, for future episodes...
Give me a hand.
No. Just for future episodes, Sapphire will be replaced by a talking cabbage. For those of you who are in the sense of old who, we get together, we have a few laughs, we have a few drinks, and we talk about things geeky, and we bring it to you. Hopefully you find it as entertaining as we find ourselves. In a previous episode, we talked about... What did you think of the Star Wheel?
Yeah, it was interesting, and it was great to see. Was it Rose at the time?
Yeah, it was Rose.
Yeah. No. It was Amy.
It's Amy.
We lied!
That chant of theirs when they're going into battle.
Santara, 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 Santara.
This is why I'm the funny one. They're the potato ones.
Buying turtles and naming them after them and having them die because I'm a kid and I don't know how to...
I wonder how many kids are looking at their pet turtles going, why aren't you fighting? Or like how many thought, got a turtle and got a rat and went, this don't seem right.
Yeah, kind of hard to find much depth to an arch nemesis when he's based on a kitchen utensil.
Toys are meant to be played with. End of story.
That's why I'm a toy.
No, you're a tool. That means you're meant to be handled. So, yeah, he wants to say something, but he's too afraid. I don't blame him. Yeah. No. So,
I tried to be the polite one.
I don't. What about you? What was your second must-see cartoon as a kid?
Well, outside of like Looney Tunes and Tiny Toons and, the usual fare and the forced viewing of Care Bears by my grandmother.
Okay, before you go on...
You don't like the Care Bears countdown?
I grew up watching Japanese cartoons, but we called it Japanimation back then. Grandizer, we called it Battle of the Planets, but it was really Gotchaman, but I didn't really get into it, and it's evolved very much since then. I know nothing. Josh, he knows quite a bit. The Japanese people...
They're a bit more liberal about it.
They're weird little fuckers, I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, I know.
No offense, Japan, but I know for a fact, you guys have vending machines for a lot of stuff, and the fact that you can, go up to a vending machine and buy a pair of girls' panties that have been worn and then folded and put into cellophane. Dude, man, like that's...
I know, the shipping on those are horrible. You just
Right! I'd like to, if the zombie apocalypse happens, I'm okay with them having my back.
Any kind of apocalypse, I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, especially since they've got experience in it now.
Yeah.
A couple times over.
Even alien apocalypse.
Oh, Lord, that... Oh, yeah.
Cabbage is shame just for mentioning it. Thank you, Sig. He's tough as nails. He's been a hunter all his life, so it's all he knows. Can you see Dean in any other kind of profession?
Gym teacher?
I was just about to say, other than like a phys ed teacher at high school or something like that.
Yeah.
You mention a character to this guy in Supernatural, he'll tell you which episode they first appeared.
For the most part.
And then some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, if that is the case, I'm very proud of the fact that I surprised him by pointing out that Amy Pond was a character name.
Yeah.
And you didn't clue in.
No.
Yeah, as was said in our first episode, I am new to Doctor Who. I had not watched season 7 of Supernatural for some time, so I did not get the correlation. So
we'll no, don't need to bow. We'll just pause for the cabbage of shame.
I would have to say my favorite bit from Crowley is...
Wait. Before you go any further, I'm not comfortable having a conversation about Crowley.
Huh?
Now I'm comfortable having a conversation about Crowley. Where the older version was Annette O'Toole. Yeah, that young girl played Becky, the superfan on Supernatural.
Why am I not wearing any pants?
They're very constricting.
Oh, and you're so firm. And you're... Not what I was expecting.
I watched something about the first 2 seasons. And then after that, it was I'm horrible for this. Watching something on like either Netflix or, I've got an Android box, so I'll be, start binge watching, and I'll get like, 1 season in, and then, okay, I'm going to come back to that. 3 years later, they're up to season 7 now. I guess I should watch season 2.
You're right. Steps of it, so go grassroots. And my personal recommendation is this baby, Akira. Right?
I've heard of that.
Yes.
I've heard like it's a very big epic.
It is. It is a very big epic, and you're telling yourself, hey, I mean, if you're getting me started on something that big, aren't you going a little bit overboard? Should I be started with some like little series first, like the half-hour ones? Yeah, maybe. But the reason why I want to start off with this one, which by the way, this came out in 1987, and this is the 25th anniversary version. It has the original Japanese dialogue with English subtitles. It has the original dub from Streamline Productions.
I think you're hooked now.
Right? And it has the new dub from about 2001, 2002. Notable thing about the new dub,
You can't steal it.
let's try to remake that experiment that brought up Akira, but let's try and control him this time. Right?
We tried once, it blew up in our faces. Hey! Let's try again!
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like government at work.
It does.
Or
doesn't it?
your Saturday nights.
Yes. So
You can only get kicked out of the bar so many times.
Greetings, Internet denizens.
I'm Josh.
I'm Paul.
And I lost. Ha ha!
We're gonna need another Sapphire.
Very soon.
We are Gassed Up Geeks.
Yes, we're the Gassed Up Geeks, yes. Yeah. I was rewatching it, and my cell phone, I actually have the Joker laughing as my ringtone. Mark Hamill.
Oh.
Well, one day out of boredom, I'm like, well, what am I going to binge watch today? You know what? I'll watch Justice League, the cartoon. So I'm watching it, and at one point, the Joker's in it, he starts laughing, and it was the clip that they took from that show and put it as my ringtone. So the Joker starts laughing on TV, and I'm like...
Hey pal, did you get a load of the nerd?
Pardon me?
He has, Lucille and this storm. You never know. It's just the suspense that keeps going on with how he portrays it. Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I know this being a total Whovian, and the look on your face when we had to explain it. Do you want to explain the funny story about the actress?
I know it. It makes sense to me because I'm a Whovian. I know the wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, but this gentleman here is a true Whovian, and he can explain it with elegance and grace. The only time that he has any.
I was going to say, that'd probably be the first time that those two words have ever been applied to me. Peter Davison played the fourth Doctor. William Hartnell was the first. Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker. David Tennant played the 10th or 11th, or the 11th and 12th Doctor, however you want to do it all up. Well, when they did the episode of The Doctor's Daughter, Jenny was a genetic mutation, an offshoot from David Tennant's Doctor, played by Peter Davison's daughter. So the Doctor had a daughter. Peter had Jenna. And Jenna played the Doctor's daughter, the offshoot. In real life, David Tennant and Jenna fell in love and got married. So the Doctor had a daughter who played the Doctor's daughter, who married the Doctor and had a daughter. What? Try saying that 5 times fast. Try saying it once fast. The idea works, and sometimes it doesn't. I sometimes say to myself, quarks. It's like cheers.
Oh my!
You know, it's...
It'd be fun for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a lasting thing. Like you could have a quirky vibe to it.
Okay, dude, I love puns, and I'm still hurting on that one.
I don't love puns. How do I feel?
What? It's punny.
Today we're going to talk about the one thing that we love more than anything in this world.
Booze?
Booty?
No, the internet. That's why we're here.
Or if you would have been lucky enough to get the floppies as well.
Ooh.
Oh god, that takes me back.
Yeah.
Maybe even Netscape might have been helping out there as well with those.
Well, the fact that we had the floppy disks, which they were floppy, and then they did the hard form, which, kids, that little picture you used to save a document, that was actually called a floppy disk, even though it was in a hard case.
So the Jesus of computers. Yeah, I'm sorry, but we're here. We're having a few drinks. We're having a good time. We want to look up a movie. We don't want to be watching porn together. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
That's that special night, like once a year.
My desk. It's like, yeah, just, look at the man. Okay, look at the TV show to catch up. Look at the man. Look at the just back, place, next, back.
Have you ever been checked for attention deficit disorder?
I actually have what's called ADS, Attention Deficit Shiny!
Ah, sweet, sweet couple. Oh my god, he's at it again!
Oh shit. Nah! What's your favorite scene from the movie?
I have to kind of admit I haven't seen it. That's definitely a hole missing in my heart. Sorry, guys.
We have to fix that.
The fact you haven't opted to see it means there's a hole in your head, not your heart. Have you seen any of the Die Hard movies?
You see the cabbage, right?
Oh, no, actually I was raised Catholic, so I couldn't do that to the baby Jesus, so, as a little shout out to my sister, baby Jesus loves you. But, yeah, stop that!
And Roger, after my own heart, trying to find the strongest moonshine.
That's a mission I can get behind. Yeah.
It's really hard to get drunk anymore.
Well, I think after moonshine, or being Canadian, Sniffy Screech. Yeah, it's you always say that plateau of something. It's like nothing else can top this. Oh really? Have you tried? So now, I know normally I'd ask you yours. We all know Supernatural. It's his thing. They've had plenty of Christmas episodes.
So just go ahead and tell us what season, what episode, guest stars,
Cast list, crew list.
Who was the gaffer? Just go. Tell us which one.
Newborn King, Season 9, Episode 11 of NCIS.
I believe the technical expression here is what? We love you. LMC!
Peace among worlds.